Fans couldn't believe what happened during Kelly Ripa's latest revelation. For years, audiences have known Kelly Ripa as one of television's most energetic and upbeat personalities. Whether she's sharing hilarious stories, interviewing celebrity guests, or exchanging playful banter with her husband Mark Consuelos, she has built a reputation for staying positive and composed in front of millions of viewers. But recently, Kelly surprised fans when she opened up about a new project that left her feeling something very different. According to the television star, working on the project left her shaking with rage. And as soon as those words made headlines, fans immediately wanted to know what happened. Was something going wrong behind the scenes? Was Kelly dealing with unexpected challenges? Or was there a much deeper story hiding beneath the surface? Today we're taking a closer look at Kelly Ripa's emotional comments, why they captured so much attention, and how this latest entertainment update is giving fans a new perspective on one of television's most beloved personalities. And trust us, there's more to this story than many people initially realized. For decades, Kelly Ripa has been one of the most recognizable faces in daytime television. Her career has spanned acting, hosting, producing, and building an impressive media presence that has connected with audiences across multiple generations. Alongside her husband, Mark Consuelos, she has become part of one of Hollywood's most admired couples. Their chemistry, humor, and openness have helped make Live with Kelly and Mark a daily destination for viewers looking for entertainment, celebrity interviews, and feel-good moments. But while many fans see the laughter and lighthearted conversations on television, they also know Kelly is someone who speaks honestly when a topic truly matters to her. And that honesty is exactly what sparked conversation this time. The comments emerged while Kelly was discussing a recent project that explored a controversial issue affecting many people. As she described the experience, she explained that learning more about the subject and hearing the stories connected to a triggered and emotional response. Not just concern, not just frustration, but genuine anger. The kind of anger that comes from witnessing situations that feel unfair. The kind of anger that stays with you long after the cameras stop rolling. And suddenly, headlines everywhere were repeating the same striking phrase, shaking with rage. Naturally, fans were intrigued. The wording sounded powerful, emotional, unexpected, especially coming from someone who is usually known for her cheerful and energetic presence. But that wasn't the end of the story. As more details emerged, audiences began to understand that Kelly's comments weren't about celebrity drama or personal conflict. Instead, they reflected her emotional reaction to the subject matter she was exploring through the project. In many ways, the response revealed a side of Kelly that viewers don't always get to see. Television audiences often become familiar with public figures through carefully structured programs. Hosts make people laugh. Celebrities promote movies. Guests tell funny stories. Everything moves quickly. But occasionally, a project comes along that forces people to confront difficult realities. And when that happens, emotions can become impossible to ignore. That appears to be exactly what happened here. Kelly described becoming deeply invested in the stories she encountered while working on the production. As she learned more, the emotional impact continued to grow. And according to her own description, it reached a point where she felt physically affected by the frustration she experienced. Fans immediately started reacting. Across social media platforms, viewers shared their thoughts about Kelly's candid comments. Many praised her honesty. Others said they appreciated seeing a public figure speak openly about emotional reactions to challenging topics. Some fans even noted that her willingness to discuss uncomfortable feelings made the conversation feel more authentic. After all, celebrities are often expected to appear perfectly composed at all times. But real life doesn't always work that way. And sometimes audiences connect most strongly with moments that feel genuinely human. That's one reason this story gained so much attention. It wasn't simply about a television project. It was about someone allowing viewers to see an emotional response that many people could relate to. Because who hasn't encountered a situation that left them frustrated? Who hasn't learned about something that felt deeply unfair? Who hasn't experienced a moment where emotions became impossible to hide? In that sense, Kelly's comments resonated far beyond the entertainment world. And then something surprising happened. Instead of the conversation fading away after a few news cycles, it continued generating discussion. Entertainment outlets began examining the broader context behind her remarks. Commentators discussed how television personalities increasingly use their platforms to highlight issues they care about. Fans debated whether emotional honesty is becoming more valued in modern media. And throughout it all, Kelly remained at the center of the conversation. Interestingly, many observers pointed out that this moment reflects a larger trend in entertainment. Audiences today often want more than polished celebrity appearances. They want authenticity. They want real reactions. They want to understand what public figures actually think and feel. That doesn't mean viewers expect celebrities to reveal every detail of their private lives, but it does mean people appreciate sincerity. And Kelly's remarks certainly felt sincere. Meanwhile, fans of Kelly and Mark couldn't help but notice how this story fits into the larger narrative of their public partnership. For years, the couple has built a reputation based on openness, humor, and relatability. Whether discussing family life, career milestones, or funny disagreements, they often present themselves in a way that feels accessible rather than distant. That connection has become one of their greatest strengths. Viewers feel like they know them. Not personally, of course, but enough to feel invested in their journey, which is why headlines involving either Kelly or Mark tend to generate so much interest. People aren't just following celebrity news. They're following personalities they've welcomed into their daily routines for years. And that audience investment helps explain why Kelly's emotional comments spread so quickly. Fans wanted context. They wanted answers. They wanted to understand what prompted such a strong reaction. But there was another aspect of the story that caught attention. The phrase "shaking with rage" is incredibly vivid. It's not the type of expression people use casually. It immediately creates an image in the audience's mind. And because of that, the quote became impossible to ignore. Media outlets highlighted it. Social media users repeated it. Entertainment blogs analyzed it. The phrase itself became part of the story. Yet the more people looked into the context, the clearer it became that Kelly was describing an emotional response to the subject matter, not attempting to create controversy. And that distinction matters. In today's media environment, dramatic headlines can sometimes lead audiences to assume conflict where none exists. But in this case, the deeper story was about passion, concern, and emotional investment. That realization shifted much of the conversation. Instead of focusing solely on the headline, people began discussing the issues that sparked Kelly's reaction in the first place. And that's often when media projects have their greatest impact. Not when they generate attention, but when they inspire discussion. That brings us to another interesting point. Throughout her career, Kelly has successfully balanced entertainment with authenticity. She knows how to make audiences laugh. She understands the rhythm of live television. She can navigate celebrity interviews with ease. But moments like this remind viewers that there's another side to the role. Sometimes hosts become storytellers. Sometimes storytellers become advocates. And sometimes a project affects the people making it just as much as the people watching it. That emotional connection appears to have played a significant role in Kelly's experience. Of course, fans also wondered whether Mark Consuelos had shared any thoughts about the situation. While much of the attention centered on Kelly's comments, viewers know the couple frequently discusses projects and experiences together. Their partnership has become one of the most recognizable aspects of their public image. Whether on television or at public events, they often support one another's endeavors, and fans appreciate that dynamic. It adds another layer to their appeal as a Hollywood couple, not because they seem perfect, but because they appear genuine. As coverage of the story continued, many viewers expressed admiration for Kelly's willingness to be vulnerable. Vulnerability can be difficult in any profession. It's especially challenging when millions of people are watching. Every statement gets analyzed. Every interview gets shared. Every quote can become a headline. Despite that reality, Kelly chose to speak candidly about her reaction. And in doing so, she sparked a conversation that extended far beyond a single television project. But perhaps the most fascinating part of this story is what it reveals about audience expectations today. Entertainment isn't just entertainment anymore. Viewers want context. They want meaning. They want stories that connect to larger conversations. When a celebrity shares a genuine emotional response, audiences often pay attention because it feels real. And authenticity remains one of the most powerful forces in modern media. That may explain why this particular moment resonated so strongly. It wasn't manufactured drama. It wasn't a publicity stunt. It was a person describing how deeply a project affected them. And for many viewers, that honesty made the story even more compelling. As the headlines continue circulating, one thing is clear. Kelly Ripa's comments have become one of the most talked about celebrity news moments surrounding her recent work. What began as a simple interview remark quickly evolved into a broader discussion about emotion, storytelling, and the impact media can have on the people creating it. And perhaps that's the biggest takeaway. Behind every television project, every documentary, every series, and every entertainment update are real people experiencing real emotions. Sometimes those emotions are joyful. Sometimes they're inspiring. And sometimes, as Kelly herself described, they can be powerful enough to leave someone shaking with rage. For fans, the revelation offered a rare glimpse behind the curtain. A reminder that even the most experienced television personalities can be deeply affected by the stories they tell. And judging by the reaction, audiences are paying attention. Now we want to hear from you. Were you surprised by Kelly Ripa's emotional comments? Do you think celebrities sharing honest reactions helps audiences connect with important stories? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this celebrity update, subscribe for more entertainment news and Hollywood stories.